Hi, it's the Raw Traveler here again. I wanted to do a video to tell you how to cancel a credit card. Since credit cards are the easiest, most popular, and best way to get bonus miles and points to travel for free, whether it's miles or hotel points or whatever, ultimate rewards or something. At the end of the first year, you're going to get a fee charged to your card. Most of the cards will have a fee. Some of them are not, do not charge a fee. There are free cards, but the ones with the biggest bonus and the most amount of miles that you can accumulate, they almost all have some kind of annual fee. And this annual fee is usually waived the first year. So you apply for the credit card and then you get it and then there's no fee. So you start wondering, okay, this is the way it's going to always be, but it's not. It's going to be waived fee the first year, and then once you've had the card for a year, you can tell how long you've had the card by the expiration date on the card, which is usually the first two characters are the month, like 04 will be April, and generally 1 year from then, the next April, you're going to get charged the annual fee. And the annual fees range from something like $29 for some of the cards to as high as about $400 and $500 for some cards. And most of them are like $95 to $100 range. So when it gets close to the time when your annual fee is due, like maybe a few weeks before that, like if your card says 04, you might want to call around the middle of March and just flip the card over, and there's a number for customer service. Give them a call, and once you go through all the prompts and get a person on the line, just ask them, I got this card and I was curious if when the annual fee is going to charge and onto the card, and what do I have to do to avoid paying it? Like, in other words, if I want to cancel it before paying the annual fee, what do I have to do? Do I have to cancel it before the annual fee gets charged, or do I have time after the annual fee gets charged? And some cards are the former and some are the latter. Some cards you have time to cancel the card after the annual fee was, most of them work that way. The annual fee will get charged to your card, it'll be on your statement, and then you still have sometimes as much as 60 or even 90 days to cancel the card after the fee is posted. So you might actually have to pay the fee to avoid having, to pay interest and stuff like that. So you pay the fee, and then you might still have as much as 60 or 90 days after that to call them back and say, okay, I want to cancel. They will credit back the fee to you, to your statement, and they'll cancel your card. So that's the kind of thing you have to ask them. Each card is different, each bank is different, and so I can't tell you what it is, but that's why I recommend you call them if you don't know, and ask them about that. And I also recommend that you don't just pay the fee. Even if you haven't charged much to that card for the whole year, you just might get something. They might waive the fee or something. So I would suggest, once you know when the fee is going to get charged, or it's already been charged, and you now have time to cancel without paying it, I suggest you call the customer service on the back of the card and ask them, or actually not ask them, but tell them that you would like to cancel your card. Now you better actually be ready to cancel it, because you don't want to tell them that and then at the end say, oh, no, I don't want it. I was just asking about it. No, you have to be serious. If you don't want to pay the annual fee, you call them up and you tell them, hey, I want to cancel my card, and they're going to ask you why. You say, well, because I don't want to pay the annual fee. Now, if you're a good customer of theirs, they're going to switch you over to usually they're going to switch you over to another department, the cancellation department, and they're going to ask you again, well, why do you want to cancel your card? And you say, I don't want to pay the annual fee. Most of the time, they're going to say, okay, sir, we've got something a deal for you that you might want to accept instead and keep the card. And they'll sometimes waive the fee. So in other words, let's say it's a $95 annual fee, and they think you're a good customer because you charge a lot to that card. They might just waive it again, and they say, okay, it's waived. That happened to me on a couple of cards. On the Barclay card, it just happened recently, and it was, I think, an $89 fee, and I called them up and said I want to cancel the card. And they asked me why, and I said I don't want to pay the annual fee. They said, well, okay, how about we just waive it again? I said, oh, okay, I'll take that. So they just waived it, but some places they won't just waive it. Some, like I think American Express, they said to me once that they just never waive the fee. They don't do that. It's not their policy. But instead of waiving the fee, they'll actually give you a statement credit. So sometimes they'll give you a statement credit for the amount of the fee. Sometimes they'll give you a statement credit for more than the annual fee. That happened to me last year when I tried to cancel the Mileage Plus card from Chase for United. And I asked them to cancel it, and I said I don't want to pay the annual fee, which was $95. And they put me through to the cancellation department, and they immediately said, well, how about if we gave you a statement credit for $150? And I was thinking, well, I'm earning $55 here. So I said, okay, sounds like a pretty good deal. So I still get the card for another year. Plus, they gave me $55 to spend however I like. So I decided to take it, and I kept the card, and I still have it now. Sometimes they won't give you a statement credit or waive the fee. Sometimes they'll give you some kind of a promotion, like at the when I tried to cancel the Ink Plus card, which is the one that I was created a video on a couple of videos ago. It has a big promotion right now for 60,000 points. I tried to cancel that, I believe it was this year, and it has a $95 annual fee also, and I told them I wanted to cancel it because I don't want to pay the fee. And then they offered me, they said if I spend $5,000 over the next 90 days, they're going to give me 10,000 points. And I thought about it, and I crunched the numbers in my head, and I realized, yeah, that's a pretty good deal. So I said, okay, I'll do that. And I spent the 5,000, and I got the 10,000 bonus points. So that turned out to be a very good deal for me. And I still have the card now, and I can use it until next year, when I will call them again and try the same thing. And they'll probably offer me something like that, or maybe they'll just waive the fee, or who knows. But so far, most of my cards, I almost never pay the annual fee. There's one card that I do pay the fee, and that's on the IHG card, because it's only $49 a year, and every time I pay the fee, they give me a free night at any of the Intercontinental hotels. And some of those hotels, like the one I stayed last year in Tahiti, was a $900 and something a night hotel room. So $49 for a $900 room is a pretty good deal. So I decided, okay, I'll pay the $49, and that way I won't have to call them and cancel or anything like that. And it's only $49, so I just pay that one. But almost all the other cards that I have, I just call them up when the annual fee is due and tell them I'm going to cancel, and they almost always waive it, especially if you've done a lot of business for them. You charged a lot of stuff to your card. Pretty sure they're going to offer you something. So that's in a nutshell. If you've got a card that has an annual fee, call up your bank, call the number on the back of the card, and say, I want to cancel my card. As long as you've been a good customer to them, they're probably going to waive the fee or offer you some kind of deal to make that fee lower, or even disappear. Sometimes they might not offer you the whole fee. They might waive part of it. Like if it's a $95 fee, they might offer you $50, and you have to think about whether you want to continue keeping the card or not for like 45 or whatever. If it's worth it to you, then you keep it. If it's not, then you just say, no, I don't want that deal, and just cancel it. Because there's plenty of credit cards out there. There's plenty of promotions. There's plenty of deals out there. So if you cancel one card and you can just turn around order another one like that same day, and suddenly you have a whole new bunch of points and miles and opportunities. So there's no reason to pay the annual fee. I have hardly ever paid annual fees more than like $49 in my whole life, and I keep getting these cards over and over and over again. That way, I could keep flying and traveling for free. So hopefully, we're gonna be seeing you on a flight very soon, and keep traveling and keep enjoying life from from the air and from the hotels. See you soon.